Hi, it's Ingrid. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's time for my November TBR. We've got 2 TBRs left of the year, which is crazy. We have to revisit my old prompt jar for this video because I still haven't restocked my current one. This one has the prompts I used to use a long time ago. I don't remember the last time I used these. There's a lot in here. I don't know what's on them because, like I said, I haven't used them in forever. I have my TBR card. I will be choosing mainly from this side, I think. There's books on the back as well, and then I have some over there on my actual bookshelves that don't fit here. But I think the books in the front here are the ones I'm the most excited for, and back of the top one, because up here I have next in series I've started. On this one I have the first book in series, and this is more like standalones or series that the sequel isn't available to me yet. So that's a little rundown of my TBR. Let's pick the books. I think I'm gonna do 6. So prompt number 1. These ones are folded up pretty tightly, so hopefully I can open them. A book that is older than me. I'm not happy. A book that is older than me. I don't think any of these. Well, this one. I don't know when it's from, but it's definitely older than me. It was published... Okay, I don't know when it was written, but this edition was published in 2002. I think this exact copy is from 2002, which is a year before I was born. So I could choose A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. I am interested in this. It's pretty short and it's a play, and I really want to read more of his plays, and I like immersive reading these. Listening to a dramatized adaptation of plays is so fun, so I want to do more of that, so this is definitely an option. All of these are pretty new. I can see on the back, I think, well, I have the Lord of the Rings, but I don't know if I would have put that on my TBR. I hate turning this around, but we're gonna do it. Well, I got Narnia. When was that published? I know it's older than me. 1954. So this is also an option, The Horse and His Boy. I don't know what this exact story is about. On a desperate journey, 2 runaways meet and join forces. Though they are only looking to escape their harsh and narrow lives, they soon find themselves at the center of a terrible battle. It is a battle that will decide their fate and the fate of Narnia itself. I remember in one of the previous books, they mentioned the tale of the horse and his boy, but that's a story for another time. That made me excited for this book, because it was mentioned in one of the others. But I don't know. I don't think I have anything else. I'm very confused because I know I own, and then there were none. It's not on here, so it's over there maybe? I don't want to go look over there. We're going to choose one of these. I definitely want to read Narnia before the year is over. But I have a Bookmas video where I want to include that, so I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to film that though, that's the problem. I need to check my Bookmas schedule because I will be starting filming Bookmas videos this month, literally today. So all my November videos are already pre-filmed. I just need to edit them, and everything I'm filming in November will be posted in December because I need to be on track and in front of the Bookmas season to be able to post. Please be logged in. I need to check my Notion schedule. I'm gonna go get my laptop because my phone isn't connecting, so let's see. Which one of these fits into my schedule? Narnia can fit into that video, so that's pretty good. I think I'm filming that in November. And I need to check my November schedule to see when I'm filming. Okay, so both of them works though. No, never mind. I didn't even check for that one. That was stupid. I think I'm gonna go with The Horse and His Boy. This is chronologically book 3 in the Chronicles of Narnia. I'm reading them in release order, so for me this is book 5, I think. Yeah, this is book 5 for me. I haven't had the best track record with Narnia. The ones that I've seen the movies of I like more, but I think that's the nostalgia that is speaking to me because the last one I read really didn't like. But I am excited to finish this series, and I'm planning on reading the next 3 before the year is over. So this is the first book on my November TBR. Prompt number 2. I'm hoping for something good. If I get something that I won't be able to read, I'll be really upset because I need to fit this into the Bookmas schedule. A book you've only heard good things about. Okay, let's see. I mean, I haven't heard much about Mate, but I think I've only heard good things. It's kind of hard because some of them I actually have no idea of what other people's opinions are. This one's pretty hard. I think Soul Searching by Lila Sage is definitely an option, and this came out very recently. And I've heard some really good things about this. People are loving it. I'm excited. But have I heard some negative reviews too? I think I have. So I don't know if I can choose that one. I don't think I can because I've seen a few negative reviews. And it's supposed to be books I've only heard good things about. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes was on my October TBR and I didn't read it. But I don't think I've heard a single person say anything negative about this one. So maybe this is the way to go. Like, I don't think I have anything else that I've heard only positive things about. Because there's always a few negative ones. And then some of them I haven't heard anyone speak about, so I can't really choose those either. Because that won't fit the prompt. So, I've got the Throne of Glass box set behind me here. That is definitely well loved. Highly spoken about. That's an option. Should we go for that? Taking it out of the box set is pretty hard, so I'm not going to do it. But I think I'm going to go with the Assassin's Blade. I don't know much about this series. I have decided that I want to start with the Assassin's Blade based on what I've seen other people say. I know there's some controversy around the reading order. In the box set, the Assassin's Blade is placed first, so that's my reasoning number one. Chronologically, it's set before the others, so reason number two. And also, I'm a very firm believer in read things in release order, but I think there's 5 novellas in the Assassin's Blade, and at least 4 of them were published before Throne of Glass. It's just that this edition, as them all together as the Assassin's Blade, were published after. So I think I'm gonna go with the Assassin's Blade. What's the series about? I have no clue. I don't want to know too much. I know it's about this girl named Selena, and she's some kind of assassin working for some higher-ups, I think. And I know people are obsessed. Probably the most well-loved book series I've ever seen anyone talk about, so I'm a little intimidated. But I think it's time. I want to start it before the year is over, and maybe I have some plans for it in Bookmas. Who knows? So my second book is The Assassin's Blade. Now I need to remember that I have 1, 2. We're on to prompt number 3. I'm praying for something from the top shelf because I would like to continue. Did I just break it or was this 2? So I broke it. That's great. But in 2023, how am I supposed to remember that? This was my 2024 prompt, so it was easy to separate between that year's purchases and everything before. But now I don't know. But in 2023, I think I need to use Goodreads to help me here. And we're gonna see. We're gonna check out my want to read list. I'm gonna sort them by date edit and scroll down until I get to 2023. The thing is, sometimes I forget to add them, so some of them are added later. We're gonna just go for what we do have. Okay, all of my Star Wars books were bought in 2023, so I could choose some of those. But I don't think I don't want to spoil things, but maybe I have some plans for that as well, but I don't think that's happening in November, so we're not doing that. I'm just gonna pull out some options and then we're gonna go through them. I have some options. Technically, I could pick Throne of Glass and just have 2 of those on my TBR. I want to read more than 1 anyways, because I bought that in 2023. In addition to that one, I found 3 books that I'm considering. Days at the Morisaki Bookshop is a book that's been on my TBR for a while, obviously, but it's one that I've been really looking forward to. I noticed this because of this beautiful cover. Okay, you can't really see it because of the ring light, but it's just so beautiful, and it's about a bookshop, which is fun. This is like a general fiction, maybe a literary fiction, I'm not too sure. I don't know much about this, but because I read Before the Coffee Gets Cold, I was looking for books with kind of the same vibe, and I feel like this is that. So this is more of like a cozy, slow, rainy day read. I don't know too much about the story, so we're just going to read it. From the beginning of summer to early spring, I lived at the Morisaki bookshop. I spent that period of my life in the spare room on the second floor of the store, trying to bury myself in books. The cramped room barely got any light, and everything felt damp. It smelled constantly of musty old books. But I will always remember the days I spent there, because that's where my real life began. And I know without a doubt that if not for those days, the rest of my life would have been bland, monotonous, I don't want to say that word, and lonely. The Morisaki bookshop is precious to me. It's a place I know I'll never forget. I'm confused because there's another blurb there, so I don't know if that's the blurb or if that's the author. That's right. I actually have no clue what this is about. I also have Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver, which is about two serial killers who has this competition of killing, I don't know, and they fall in love. It's a dark rom-com, which I've never read anything like that before, and I'm really excited. I tried to pick it up once, and then I read the content warnings, and I put it back down. I don't know if this is going to be for me, but the serial killer vibes is definitely for me, but I'm worried that it's going to be a little too disturbing. But I really want to read this. And then I have Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald, the second screenplay in the Fantastic Beasts series. I really enjoyed those movies. I have the screenplays. I really want to read it, but do I want to save it to December? I might. You know what? I think I'm going to go for Butcher and Blackbird. That's going to motivate me to read it, because I really need to read this before the year is over. And I can use this for a Bookmas video, which is obviously the goal. I'm really excited for this. I don't think I want to read the actual thing, but I know there's competition and they're both serial killers. I'm excited. Prompt number 4. What does it say? A number in the title. Do I have that? That's the question. We've got nothing here. I don't think I have anything on the back either. I'm not very happy. I did find one. I don't want to read it. 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole has been on my TBR for a really long time. It's supposed to be a really sad book, which is the reason I bought it. I was thinking I can do a video reading sad books. Never happened. And it's been like 2 or 3 years. Is this my only option? Because I don't want to read it at all. I don't think I have anything over there either. I want to go over there and see, because I don't want to read that. It's the only one. I'm so upset. I don't want that on my TBR. I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna check something. I have the entire Sherlock Holmes collection, and I know that there's a book called The Sign of the Four. But what number is that? Because I want to read them in order. It's book 2. It is book 2. I've read book 1. I read A Study in Scarlet in 11th grade in my English class. I was gonna reread it, but I don't want to do that now. The Sign of the Four by Arthur Conan Doyle is the second book in the series, which means I can read it. I'm happy. It's The Sign of Four, not The Sign of the Four. But anyways, that's the book I'm choosing. I don't want to read this. Now I'm happy. I'm not gonna go get that because it's in like this big thing. And spoiler alert, I have a Bookmas video coming where I do a book haul. And I may have bought like a copy of that specific book. So, perfect. I'm happy now. This was great. Let's go for prompt number 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this is number 5. And this one says, bought in 2022. That's so boring, like we just did that. I'm just gonna continue on. I could do Malibu Rising, the American Roommate Experiment. I don't know. Okay, there's not a lot on here that I know I bought in 2022. We've got The Cruel Prince, Where the Crawdads Sing. I don't want to read that. Without Merit, Addicted to You, Hopeless, The American Roommate Experiment, Mythos, Husband Material, A School for Good and Evil, The Wish, Malibu Rising, and Darker Shade of Magic. I have already started A Darker Shade of Magic. Is it boring to put that there then? I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that because there's nothing that's really speaking to me right now. I have A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I am, let's see, 146 pages into this. This is about Kel, who's a traveler who can basically travel between dimensions. I don't know, there's parallel universes, parallel Londons. There's 4 Londons, I think. He is from Red London, but he travels to White London and Grey London as well. And then there used to be a Black London, and I don't really know what's going on. He's basically a messenger, sending letters for people, and he gets caught up in this thing. There's people, I don't know what I can say without spoiling, so I'm not going to talk more about this, but I know people love this. I'm enjoying it so far. I don't think I'm obsessed. We've met a few characters, but I still don't know what's going on. But I guess we're putting this on my TBR. This TBR sucks. I don't think I've ever been this disappointed in a TBR. Let's do the 6th book, and hopefully I'll be a little happier this time. With a name in the title. I hate these prompts. A name. We've got a Magnolia Parks. We're not doing that. So we got one option. I can do like the name of a place. So I can do the Morisaki bookshop. I don't want to do that. I have To Sir Philip with Love, the 5th Bridgerton book. I was already planning on reading that this month, so at least this one's being nice to me. This is Eloise's story. I don't know much about what's going on in this. Eloise has always been kind of against society's standards for women. She's never wanted to be part of that marriage-making thing. Marriage isn't for her. But in the last book, we got some crumbs, some teases towards her maybe changing her mind. I don't really know, but we got some development there. That made me very excited for this one. She's been talking to someone, and then she gets an invitation to visit the person. Oh my god! He wants to marry her. But she's like, I can marry a man I've never met. But then maybe that's the perfect man. I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing. I don't want to read this for you because I feel like you're going to enjoy it more to read it yourself. But this will be my final book. I'm very excited for this now. I think the TBR in general is very disappointing, but that last book made me excited. So I got these 4. The Horse and His Boy, Butcher and Blackbird, A Darker Shade of Magic, To Sir Philip with Love, The Assassin's Blade, and The Sign of 4. That's it for today. I'm going to get to filming some Bookmas videos right now. I hope you enjoyed. I'll have fun, and I hope you do too. I'll see you next time. Peace out, lovers.